The last Star Citizen roadmap update has arrived, bringing with it a clearer outline of what's tentatively coming for Star Citizen Alpha 4.2. While many of these features are still subject to change, the scope they represent point toward meaningful progress in both gameplay, depth, and environmental complexity. Let's start with creatures. Their inclusion on the roadmap is far from a surprise. We've seen the concept art, we've heard the teases, but what's new here is the likelihood that these are finally going to be the larger predators long promised, like for example the adult Valakars. It would be great if we could have additional surprises, like the Pyro Crab for example, but at this stage we haven't seen any signs, so I wouldn't hold my breath unless they reveal something exciting during Alien Week next month. A smaller addition, but still noteworthy, is the arrival of 4 new hairstyles. This might not change the way you play, but it does matter when it comes to roleplay and player identity. For a game like Star Citizen that aims to be immersive, small touches like this build the foundation for a believable universe. Radiation is another major step forward. Dangerous zones requiring specialized gear and strategic planning are finally being implemented. Radiation promises to transform exploration and mission design in places like Pyro or derelict stations, demanding more than just a gun or a ship. This is survival gameplay that could punish carelessness and reward foresight, so be careful out there. One does not simply walk out in an irradiated environment without specialized gear. More on that later. 2 new associated science and development facilities are also on the board, one on Pyro 1 and another one on Pyro 4. These aren't just going to be props here, they're designed as sandbox locations, places where players can return again and again for varied gameplay, whether these are missions, exploration, or dynamic content. Speaking of which, a new sandbox activity is being prepared as well. Details are limited, but it will reportedly leverage new gameplay mechanics and vehicles. Expect this to offer a different kind of mission loop, one that unfolds emergently rather than being tied to fixed markers. Linked to this new sandbox activity is the Argo Atlas ICT. Despite its name, it's not a traditional Argo vehicle. It's a heavily modified Atlas platform turned into a combat-ready exosuit. For the first time, we are seeing some real power armor gameplay entering the verse, enabling solo players to operate with a level of protection and firepower that's usually reserved for ships or multi-crew operations. It's also likely that we will see this vehicle during Alien Week next month. The roadmap also mentions new exclusive ships and vehicles tied to Wikilo's Emporium. Instead of buying these ships with credits or real money, players will need to earn favors with Wikilo, which means that you're gonna have to get those crypt before getting those favors and those ships. Alright, next we are also going to talk about weapons a little bit. They're getting some love. We got the Volt Prism, an energy-based shotgun that dynamically increases its pellet sprayed as it heats up. This makes timing and control a factor in close-quarter combat, introducing a high-risk, high-reward tool that suits more aggressive playstyles. The Sterling Exploration Suit is being introduced to counter the effects of radiation. It's a heavy utility armor meant to let players survive in some of the most hazardous environments we've seen so far. Gear like this will be essential for deeper planetary exploration, especially once environmental dangers become an apparent fixture in gameplay. We are also seeing the early implementations of dynamic weather, starting with dynamic rain. While this will be limited to specific locations at first, it's part of the larger Genesis dynamic weather system. Eventually, weather will impact everything from visibility to flight stability and character survival. As of right now, it seems that weather is going to be implemented on Pyro 1 and Pyro 3. A global event is also planned for 4.2.x patch. This event will span multiple shards, pushing larger groups of players to collaborate or compete across massive distances. While the specifics haven't been revealed yet, its scale hints a new category of gameplay that could redefine what it means to participate in the persistent universe. New space combat missions focused on defense are also on the pipeline. These aren't tied to any larger infrastructure or dynamic events. They are likely an expansion of the existing Foxwell space combat missions. These defend contracts will probably test players in more coordinated and reactive scenarios, strengthening the mission chain that has quietly become one of Star Citizen's most structured and rewarding loops. Finally, a new medium utility armor is coming. Details are scarce, but the use of legendary here in the caption suggests that both distinctive design and possible bonuses are for specializations. Expect this to be a prized item for explorers or salvagers venturing into radiation-heavy zones. And so that's basically it for this roadmap update, which is just about shock value or fancy ships. It's about laying the framework for systemic gameplay, survival, exploration, and modular exploration. All of these pieces are slowly being connected, and once again, they are going to feed off each other, creating that living, breathing simulation Cloud Imperium Games has always promised. Anyway, if you found this little analysis of the latest roadmap update helpful, well, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Star Citizen content. We're also running a giveaway here. I'm giving away a Misc Fortune, so don't forget to subscribe and comment to any videos posted this month. 10 entries will put you to the Wheel of Names, automatic entries for Patreon and YouTube members. Guys, a big shout out to Dr. Fabrice, Shadowrise, Zero Crush, Docker, and Dockers are Precious for their support of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. I've been Irad. Cheers.